welcome back to the Road to Episode 7, my ongoing series where I chart the road to the release of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens in December 2015. And it's been a while. It's been a while since the last video, I think maybe 3 or 4 months. I think the last one was me and my brother Tommy's reaction to the Sweded trailer, the Sweded version of the Star Wars Episode 7 trailer, which was a lot of fun. I wanted to make a video talking about all the trailers that came out, like the fan edits and stuff. The George Lucas special edition version of the Force Awakens trailer I thought was hilarious. Whoever did that, just fantastic. I mean, they got it up within like 2 days. It was unreal that the amount of effort that was put into that was just ridiculous. And then there's like what was the other one? The Disney version. That was incredible as well. So it's been a lot of fun with that trailer. But now I guess we're kind of gearing up to trailer number 2, or the first full trailer, I guess, because we saw the teaser trailer. And J.J. Abrams recently said that you know, they've got so much they could show, but you know, they don't want to just give it all away, you know. And the teaser trailer, they were like more than a year away from, you know, release, and so they want to just give us just a little bit. But you know, kind of hinted that there was another trailer coming, and a lot of people are speculating it might be in front of Avengers: Age of Ultron in April, which seems likely, I guess. But wouldn't hold my breath either. I know they got the big celebration event coming up as well. Maybe something will be shown there, I don't know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next trailer. There's been more rumours, you know, particularly around Luke, and one rumour in particular that I really don't like. If that turned out to be true, I'd be gutted, to be honest. And it's not about a death, it's just about the way that he might be used in the film, which I really wouldn't like. Other news, Harrison Ford recently crashed a fucking plane. Crashed a plane onto a golf course and survived. I mean, crazy, that guy. I mean, he's breaking his leg, he's crashing a plane, it's just, it's madness. But he soldiers on because he's Harrison Ford, that's why. But yeah, the main thing I want to talk about in this one really was that you know, things are moving forward. You know, it's getting closer and closer to that special day when the film comes out in December. But we've now got concrete news on the next film, Episode 8, which will be written and directed by Rian Johnson, which is fantastic. Cannot wait to see what he'll do with the Star Wars film. And the release date, which is interesting. Probably the biggest thing, I think, coming out of the news recently is that May the 26th, 2017 will be the release date of Star Wars Episode 8. That is less than a year and a half after Episode 7. So it's going to be the shortest time between, you know, an episode of Star Wars ever. You know, usually it's 3 years. Now it's half that, you know, and I guess it's because they really wanted to get Episode 7 out in 2015 like they promised, so it's right at the end of 2015, and I guess they're kind of going to try and fast track the Episode 8 film out for May of 2017, because it will be released 40 years and 1 day after Star Wars, back in 1977, so that's pretty huge. They're going to have the 40th anniversary celebration as well as Episode 8, the continuation of the sequel trilogy, so that's really cool. And finally, the spin-off film that comes out in 2016, I'm not sure if there's a release date for that actually, there probably is, will be called Rogue One, so there you go. Make what you will of that, you know. Will it be a Rogue Squadron film, or will it be something different? I don't know. And Felicity Jones is going to be starring in it, so that's pretty cool as well. I think she's a great actress. I've seen her in a few films, including the Theory of Everything, which she was nominated for an Oscar for. So I don't know whether they're just kind of going for people who've been nominated for Oscars recently, or won Oscars. We got Lupita Nyong'o in Episode 7, and now we got Felicity Jones in Rogue One coming out in 2016. So there we go, just a quick summary of what's been going on lately. And I'm going to leave you with a clip from an interview Mark Hamill did a couple of months ago. I love Mark Hamill to death, but I've got to say, since he shaved the beard off, he looks about 10 years older. He does look quite, not bad, but I mean, he just really looks old now. And it was just the beard seemed to kind of, I don't know, keep age at bay. I don't know, he just seemed, he looked awesome with that beard. I know he hated it, he said he hated it, but I thought he looked epic with that massive beard. But you know, it is what it is. I'm sure he'll look great in the film, but once he shaved it off and looked clean shaven, he really started to look his age, I think. But anyway, check out this brief clip where he talks about stepping onto the Millennium Falcon for the first time and just being blown away by the nostalgia of it. And you can just see he's still at heart a fan of of you know, everything that Star Wars was and maybe will be in the future. And he also mentions, as you'll see, that it's really about handing it over to the next generation, which we knew. You know, it's not going to be a trilogy of, you know, Luke, Han and Leia going off on another adventure. It really is going to be about the new generation, but hopefully they will kind of pass it on. And again, I always hope that at least Luke will be in 7, 8 and 9. You know, that would be great for me, but again, we don't know if characters are going to survive. We don't know if, you know, people are going to even be around that long. You know, it's just, especially Harrison Ford, the way he's going, breaking legs, crashing planes. I mean, you know, we'll see what happens. But that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll try and get some more of these done, you know, and kind of gear it up again. This series is now over 2 years old. Can you believe that? Over 2 years ago, I started this series. 2 years and 1 month ago, I started February 2013. So very cool. And I'm sure as the months go on and as the release date for the film gets closer and closer, there'll be more and more videos. So exciting times to be a Star Wars fan. And thanks for watching, and see you with the next one.
You can't say anything about it at all, but having shot Star Wars, having that done, is it a whole different feeling now, having that kind of the new one kind of done and moving on to what this year will bring? Is it a different chapter?
You know, first of all, it's interesting to see someone at the helm who was a fan for the original with JJ, and it's really about setting it up for a new generation. And but again, the deja vu of walking on, can I say this? Is this out? Yeah, I can say this. Walking onto the Millennium Falcon, which is, again, I'm remembering all these details that they've gotten exactly right from photographs, I guess, and old blueprints. But I can't describe the feeling. Even now, it seems surreal to me. It doesn't really. It seems hard to believe it's actually happening.
I don't know, Concept Man.